Hey Pisces, I'm tuning in for a reading today. Let's go ahead and see what messages Spirit has for you today. Holy Spirit, channel through the messages that Pisces needs to hear most at this time. What are your messages for Pisces, Holy Spirit? What are your messages for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know at this time? So your first card is Dominate, and this is representing the solar plexus chakra. That is where your confidence, your motivation, your ability to take action comes from. And with Dominate, Pisces, it is time to call your power back to you at this time. If you've been given to too many things, if you've been multitasking, if a lot of different things have been pulling at your energy or your attention, right now is the time to call your power back to you. To be in control of your own energy, and it's time to call the shots. You may be called into a position of leadership, either in your own life, in the workplace, in your community, in your family, in your business, whatever this is. With Dominate, it's something here about really taking your power back and embodying that energy. Okay, there's a lot of yellow coming in here, so solar plexus chakra is significant. Some of you Pisces, you are receiving an upgrade when it comes to this chakra, or you are receiving some kind of clearing if there's been some kind of a blockage. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces at this time? What does Pisces need to know at this time? Okay, so apology. Some of you, you may be tested with things from the past coming back around. And I don't know what this is, but I almost feel like something here is coming full cycle. And some of you Pisces, you will be tested to see if you're allowing energies from the past to stay in your life or to re-enter your life. The apology may be a strategy, because with Dominate, this is about you taking your power back. This is about you being in control. But apology, I'm getting this as old energy. People trying to come back from the past to either make things right, to get some kind of closure. But I'm getting here, there's a need to be aware of this energy so that it doesn't pull you back into an old cycle. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces at this time? And what do you want Pisces to know? What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit? Okay, stealth mode. There's something here about keeping things to yourself, keeping things on the low and staying quiet about your moves, staying quiet about your goals. People can't destroy what they don't know about. People can't attack what they have no idea about. So with stealth mode, Pisces, I'm getting a message here that you're going to benefit from keeping things private or allowing people to assume things, allowing people to make things up and not feeling the need to explain yourself, to justify something, or to prove anything. I just heard ninja moves. So there's something here about doing things in private or doing things in silence, because it's going to benefit you and it's going to eliminate the resistance or the obstacles or the blockages that other people may try to bring on your path. People can't destroy what they don't know about. So keep quiet is what I'm getting here. Emotional discipline. Some of you Pisces, there is a need to have stronger boundaries in your life. If you have a very caring heart, if you tend to be compassionate, if you tend to be a giver, there's a need for your boundaries to be stronger than your empathy. So I don't know for who that message is for, but there's something here about emotional discipline and not allowing people to use your emotions against you or to see your emotions as a weakness. Off the market. Pisces, there is an energy here of not being available for the games, not being available for the BS, and not being available for anything or anyone from the past. You are giving off that vibe, and this is why some people may try to approach you in a different way. They may try different strategies. If the first strategy didn't work, they're going to try something else. And this is why there is a message here of being careful, being aware, and it's almost coming in as a warning. Because if people are trying to come back with an apology, it's not about the apology, it's not about the change, it's not about being sorry, it's about trying to find another way back into your life, to your good graces. And with off the market, being unavailable or being unbothered, it almost makes them want you more. Yeah, there's something here about not being able to have you or you moving on that makes people want to try harder. So just know, Pisces, that this apology may be a strategy. Yeah, be careful with the past. Move in silence, but keep moving forward. And with off the market, there's something here about you just not being available for the games, for the strategies, for the manipulative tactics. You're done with that. I'm getting Queen of Swords energy. Even though we haven't pulled the tarot yet, that's what I'm feeling here. Queen of Swords vibes. You can see everything clearly and you're not falling for the illusions. You're not allowing your emotions to make your decisions for you. Okay, I don't know for who that message is for. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? And what does Pisces need to know at this time? What does Pisces need to know at this time, Holy Spirit? Wow, Pisces, at the bottom of the deck, it says here, can't stop thinking about you. This goes back to this old energy with apology. Some people here are trying different strategies or different tactics to come back into your life, and it's because you've pulled your energy away. And you not being available, they can't feel your energy is what I'm getting here. They can't feel your presence. Even when they try to tap into your energy, it's almost like there's some kind of a gray wall or some kind of a blockage there, and it's making them think about you even more. 7:13 on the clock. For some of you Pisces, again, it's not necessarily a warning, but it's something here about being aware of not allowing things from the past to cycle back into your life, because it may pull you off your path. It may create a repetitive cycle or some kind of a karmic cycle. And right now you've broken free from the karmic cycles. You don't have any more karmic cycles. You've neutralized them. So Spirit wants you to be aware and not allow people to run game. It says here, invested in you. The more that you invest into yourself, the more that you pull your energy back into self, the more obsessed they become, or the more they want your energy. Yeah, break the pattern. This is literally your next card. Some of you Pisces have been going through a cycle of recognizing the real from the fake. The people that are meant to stick around, the people that are supporting you, that are helping you build, and the people who are just pretending. The people who are trying to get more than they give. Yeah, I'm getting obsession here. So the more invested you are into yourself, the more invested other people are into you. Spiritual awakening. People can feel you rising. People can feel your energy shifting. It's not the same energy that they once knew. Yeah, fragile ego. Your transformation, your level up, your spiritual awakening is creating a lot of triggers with the people around you, because there's a very clear before and after. Before you met them, after you met them, and there's a very big energetic shift here. You shift other people with your energy. That's how powerful your energy is. And this is why you have to move in silence. This is why they can't know what it is that you're up to or where it is that you're headed. Okay, because you got stalkers, Pisces. This is obsessive energy. Okay, right below can't stop thinking about you, we have overindulging. So yeah, very obsessive energies. They want what they can't have. Your energy has leveled up to the point where this doesn't really interest you. This doesn't really do anything for you. You're not here to play games. And with off the market, I kept feeling Queen of Swords energy. We don't have the Queen of Swords here yet, but that's what I'm feeling. There's some kind of mental clarity. You're too smart, you're too intelligent for the games. You can see them from a mile away. And with the Queen of Swords, you have the ability to detach from your emotions. You have the ability to think with your head instead of your heart, and use your mind to live with your heart. You're using both. You're not just letting your emotions drive your actions. So just know, Pisces, that anything from the past, there's something here about being aware of the reasons why someone's trying to apologize, or why they're trying to get back into your good graces, so that you're careful not to repeat a karmic cycle. 11:11 on the clock. You just cleared some karmic energy out of your life, and I'm getting here, Pisces, you have officially neutralized your karma. So there's no need for you to repeat cycles. There's no need for you to learn a lesson over and over again, to even reconnect with people from the past. You've already made it to the other side is what I'm getting here. So be careful not to be dragged back down or to be pulled into a karmic cycle. Holy Spirit, clarify apology. What do you want Pisces to know about apology? What is this about, Holy Spirit? Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. Someone here feels that if they do the right thing now, or if they put in the work, or if they give it time, that you are going to change your mind. I heard someone here is showing up correct, but in the past they didn't. So I'm going to say, Pisces, with this card, to pay attention to how someone makes you feel when you interact with them. How do you feel after? Do you feel drained? Do you feel like this is an obligation? Do you feel like it is in alignment? Or you have to go out of your way to meet someone on their level? Because with the Knight of Pentacles, an apology, someone here is doing the right thing, but this is after they've been cut out of your life. So remember why you decided to distance yourself. Remember why you cut someone out, so that you don't repeat another cycle. Someone can pretend, someone can act right, but it doesn't mean that they have changed. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify apology. What do you want Pisces to know about apology? Okay, that's a lot of cards. I'm only going to take a few more. Clarify apology, Holy Spirit. Four of Swords. Someone is healing. And what I'm getting here is this person is working towards becoming someone better or becoming someone more integrated, because they realize that their games, their deceit wasn't going to work with you. And because they're trying to get back into your good graces, they're accepting the fact that something here has to change, and they are working on healing with the Four of Swords. A message for you, Pisces, to keep things on the low, to make your moves in silence. Okay, people don't have to know what it is that you're up to. They don't have to know your dreams or your goals or what your plans are. There's something here, Pisces, about keeping things to yourself. Your privacy is your protection. Your privacy is your power. Allow them to assume whatever they want to assume. You don't have to explain yourself or justify anything. Clarify apology, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know? Wow, so we have 4-4. Four of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. Someone here hasn't let you go, and they're holding on to a past version of you. There's some kind of stubbornness here. Even if you ended something, this person doesn't believe that it's over. And with the Four of Swords, they think that if they now do the right thing, if they now start doing the healing work, if they start to act right, that you're going to change your mind on your decision, that you're going to reconsider. But the Four of Pentacles, they haven't let go of you or a version of you that's in the past. Emotional discipline and dominate. For some of you, Pisces, there's something here about not allowing someone to guilt you into something, or not allowing someone to use your emotions against you. Because it says here, break the pattern. You are realizing who is meant for you and who is not. You may not ask people to change for you, but you also don't want them to lie or deceive you and pretend that they're someone they're not, okay, to just try and get into your good graces. Because with fragile ego, any little trigger, or you growing, or you expanding, or you really coming into your own power is going to trigger them. And these triggers may cause them to react in ways that are immature. So even if someone is doing the right thing, it doesn't mean that they have the emotional or mental maturity to walk side by side with you without being triggered or trying to put you down. Because that's what a fragile ego does. It attacks, it gets triggered, it gets reactive. So there's something here, Pisces, about paying attention to a pattern and taking off the rose-colored glasses and seeing things as they are, not for the potential of what it could be. Because the Knight of Pentacles, it is a work in progress. It is someone who's doing the healing work, but they're doing it very, very, very slowly. And the Four of Pentacles is stubborn energy. Do not hold yourself back for someone else. Do not wait on someone, and do not allow someone to become your anchor. I don't know for who that message is for, Pisces, but you are growing, you are expanding, and Spirit doesn't want you to hold back or to wait on anyone. Yeah, especially a Four of Pentacles. This is a very slow-moving energy. Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the tarot. Yeah, do not wait up is what I just heard. Holy Spirit, give me a few more messages for apology. What do you want Pisces to know about apology? What is this about? Okay, that's way too many cards. I'm only going to take one or two just to clarify this message, and we're going to move on. What are your messages for apology, Holy Spirit? What do you want Pisces to know? Okay, father figure. This person, Pisces, whoever they are to you, this is a masculine energy. Whether feminine or masculine, they're embodying more of a masculine energy at this time, and they are in the works. They are in progress of becoming a better version of self. And the message that Spirit wants you to understand from this card is that you triggered this person's progress. You triggered their awakening, and you put them on the right path to become a better version of self. With father figure, they're learning how to embody the healthy qualities of a divine masculine, of someone who is a protector, someone who is a provider, someone that is reliable and stable. So Pisces, I don't know who this person is to you or what the situation is, but you were some kind of a teacher or guide in this person's life. And now that you're no longer around, they're trying to find a way back into your good graces, whether they have to apologize, whether they have to put in the work. But what I'm getting here is Spirit doesn't want you to hold back or to slow down for anyone, but Spirit also wants you to understand the reason why this connection was in your life. You pointed someone in the right direction, and they have changed positively because of you. But with strategy, Spirit wants you to know, Pisces, that even if someone does make changes, even if someone is showing up as a better version of self, you still have to understand who is for you and who is not. Who you have to water yourself down and translate your emotions and your thoughts to, and who just gets it, who is on the same level. So Spirit wants you to be a lot more strategic about your energy and who you choose to spend your time with. Because I'm getting here, this person has received a lot from you, and this is why they're trying to make their way back into your life. But to you, you had to really build yourself up after this person. It's almost like this person took more than they gave, and you gave more than you took. So there's some kind of imbalance here. Yeah, emotional discipline. You may have a tendency to give or to overgive or to be empathetic or compassionate or generous to the wrong people. And it says here, break the pattern. Yeah, spiritual awakening. Some of you Pisces, you're realizing a different way of doing things, a different way of investing your energy. Okay, I don't know why that word came in, but it says here invested in you. There's a lot of people that are invested in you and what it is that you're doing, but that's only because you are invested into yourself. So the more self-focused you are, the more focused other people are on you. But with spiritual awakening, you're learning what to do with that energy. Not everyone's meant for you, and you're not meant for everyone either. And with fragile ego, if you allow the wrong kinds of people around you, you're constantly going to doubt yourself. You're constantly going to question yourself if that was too much, or that wasn't enough, or if you should have said this or that. People that have a fragile ego are going to feel triggered by your strength, by your power, and you being in your own light. So this is why Spirit wants you to be very cautious and very aware who you're allowing in, because it can affect your journey. It can impact the way that you see yourself and the way that you relate to others. Because what I'm getting here, Pisces, this was a win for this person, because this person learned a lot from you. But to you, it almost feels like they took more energy than they could give, because you are not necessarily on the same level, okay? You pointed this person in the right direction, putting in the work, but there's something very stubborn with the Four of Pentacles. They wouldn't have done this. This wasn't something that they felt guided to do. This is something that they feel like they have to do to get back into your good graces. So it's not coming from a real place, okay? With fragile ego, this is why Spirit wants you to be careful. People can say the right things, people can even take the right actions, but it can all be an act. If underneath the mask, they still have a fragile ego, it's going to come out one way or another, okay? There's only so long that someone can hide something, that someone can keep a mask on, and some people are better at masking their energy than others. So Spirit wants you to be aware. If someone says the right thing, if someone does the right thing, but the energy doesn't feel aligned or right, there's a need to pause and to vet out the people that are coming into your life so that you don't get caught up in a karmic cycle where you're overgiving. Okay, break the pattern. Give me one more message for apology. What do you want Pisces to know about apology, Holy Spirit? Okay, that's a few cards. I'm not going to take them. I'm only going to take one more. What do you want Pisces to know about apology, Holy Spirit? What do you want Pisces to know about apology? role model. They love your voice. And intellectual. This is why I was getting Queen of Swords vibes. This person views you as someone very intelligent, and this is why they want to apologize, because they know that pretending it didn't happen or sweeping it underneath the carpet, it's not going to work. They know that you're smart enough to see their games. They know that you know is what I'm getting here. And this is why they're putting in the work, but they're only putting in the work because every other strategy, every other game didn't work. So it's not coming from a real, genuine place of wanting to change. It's coming from a place of trying to convince you, okay? They love your voice and role model. Yeah, you inspired this person. You showed this person how to do things in a different way. This person may think that they have to be deceptive or they have to be manipulative or negative in order to get what it is that they want. And with role model, this person looks up to you because you're able to get things done without having to be deceptive, without having to lie or be strategic or manipulative. There's other ways of getting something done, or there's other ways of getting whatever it is that you want without having to compromise your values. You found a way to move in your truth or to live from your truth. And they want to know how. What is it that Pisces knows? What is it that Pisces figured out that I haven't? Okay, with father figure, they're trying to embody the divine masculine, but they have a lot of work to do. They have a lot of healing, and the Four of Pentacles is very stubborn. This person may already know what the right thing is, but they're having to fight with their ego. Give me one more card for apology. What do you want Pisces to know about apology? Just gonna pull one more, and then we're gonna move on. Believe it to see it. This person wants to prove to you that they can change, is what I'm getting here. But I'm getting from Spirit a message that it's better to keep things on the low and to not allow this person into your energy, because there's a need here to break the pattern. Pisces, I'm getting here that this person, surface level, may be doing the right things. They may be saying the right things or putting in the work, but beneath all of that is fragile ego. So Spirit wants you to know that someone can only mask for so long before their true colors come out. Person is not necessarily in alignment with your highest good. So Spirit wants you to take this into consideration, to be emotionally disciplined so that you can make decisions from a place of wisdom. So if this person has already proven to you with behavior, with facts, with proof that they're not meant to be trusted, you can't just rely on emotions of hope or belief in their potential. Okay, trust the facts of what you already know about this person. Spirit doesn't want you to be held back or to be disappointed because you have bigger and better things to do. Yeah, invested in you. Someone here has grown some kind of obsession because they feel like you disconnected, so you had the final say. And it's almost like this person is trying to level out the playing field. You had the final decision in this situation. And now they feel like they have to prove themselves, or they have to prove something to you or convince you. This is why apology is here. It may not be a genuine apology. Because with the Four of Pentacles, there's something here that they haven't let go of, but they realize Pisces isn't budging. You're not changing your mind. You're not changing your decision. And this is why they're having to put in the work, or this is why they're having to take the right actions. Yeah. Don't fall for appearances, and not everything that glitters is gold. Someone can say the right things, someone can do the right things, but it doesn't always mean that it's in alignment. I'm hearing the word masking. Someone is masking their true intentions, or they're masking who they really are, because there's something here that they're trying to protect. Holy Spirit, clarify emotional discipline. What do you want Pisces to know about emotional discipline? What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit, about emotional discipline? We have the King of Wands in the reverse. The Ten of Pentacles in the upright. Pisces, I just got a very clear message coming in that some of you have a big reward coming into your life. And with the Ten of Pentacles, I'm getting here the month of September, the month of October is going to be very significant. But with the King of Wands in the reverse, there is a need here to get your energy into alignment. And with emotional discipline, the things that can affect your energy are feelings and emotions. If you have a feeling of apathy, or if you have a feeling of anger or sadness, that's going to affect your energy and the way that you show up. This is why the King of Wands is in the reverse. This is all about taking action. This is about conquering. This is about initiating things and being in control. But in the reverse here, there's a need to get your emotions in check so that you can get your energy in check, because the Ten of Pentacles is the physical reward. Pentacles are solid. They talk about the 3D physical things that we can touch, feel, and grab, whereas Wands is the energy. This is what causes you to take action and get things into movement, but it's being affected by your emotions. So your actions and your energy are being affected by your feelings and your emotions, and that is affecting the result. So Spirit wants you to have some kind of emotional discipline so that it doesn't affect your energy or the way that you take action or the way that you go about things. Because this is all about action. This is all about movement and what it is that you do on a day-to-day basis. So there's something here about being emotionally disciplined. And if you have certain people triggering your emotions or bringing you back to things from the past, it's going to be hard to stay on the right path and not get distracted or not get pulled into a side quest. Yeah, you don't need more detours. You don't need more lessons. This is why Spirit wants you to be careful with energies from the past. So emotional discipline and Ten of Pentacles. You have something big coming your way, Pisces, but there is a need here to prepare. When preparation meets opportunity, that is when luck happens. Why is the King of Wands in the reverse? What do you want Pisces to know about the King of Wands in the reverse? Queen of Swords in the upright. I'm getting full body chills right now because I kept feeling that energy for off the market. There is a need, Pisces, to think with your head, to lock away your emotions, to cool them off. You see the cup with water? That represents emotions, but they're locked away. She is thinking with her head. She is looking at the proof and the facts rather than allowing her emotions to guide her decisions. Right now is a time for facts, for proof. Right now is a time for action, and do not allow your emotions to cloud your vision. Do not allow your emotions to dictate your actions, because emotional discipline is here. Some kind of feelings or emotions are affecting your energy, and that's affecting the way that you show up. So with the Queen of Swords in the upright, this is the way that you balance this energy. You start to use your head to make decisions. You use your logic, and that's going to get your energy back into the upright. So King of Wands, Queen of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Something here is materializing for you. It starts with your mind, and then it moves into your actions, and then it becomes solid. There's something here that you're being prepared for, Pisces, and only you're going to know what this is. But with spiritual awakening, your energy is rising. You are receiving upgrades. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Why is this King of Wands in the reverse? What do you want Pisces to know about the King of Wands in the reverse? Nine of Cups in the reverse. There's something here about being impatient or losing hope or losing belief. Tell me more. Clarify the King of Wands in the reverse. What do you want Pisces to know? Six of Wands in the upright. Pisces, whatever it is that you're going through, Spirit wants you to know that things that used to be hard, or things that used to hold you back, or things that used to cause you to hesitate, they're going to be easy now. It's going to be simple because you're now at a different energetic level. So if you had obstacles that were getting in your way, you've now raised your vibration to where these obstacles are no longer applicable. They're down here in the old timeline. You're already up here. So if a door was closed, or if you tried something and it was denied, or the door was locked, Spirit wants you to try something again. Because now with the Six of Wands, you're going to have victory. You're no longer in the same timeline is what I'm getting here. You've leveled up. So through a spiritual awakening, you raised your energy, and now the Six of Wands, you're going to have victory in this area of your life. But there is a need to discipline your emotions and not allow your emotions to guide your decisions. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Because if your emotions are guiding your decisions, there may be some kind of impatience or some kind of lack of belief or doubt or a loss of hope that something is going to happen. Again, this is cups, this is water. So Spirit is saying, Pisces, look at the proof. Look how far you've come already and how many things you've already achieved. Look at the evidence. Don't allow your feelings or your emotions to lie to you. Give me a few more messages. For emotional discipline, what do you want Pisces to know about emotional discipline? Ego, know, and take action. There's something here about not allowing your ego to get in the way. And yes, your ego can be triggered by emotions or can be rattled by emotions and can cause you to act in a way that is less aligned with who you're trying to become or where you're trying to go. Say no to the ego and take action. There's something here, Pisces, that's going to require a plan. It's going to require a strategy, and going based off of facts and going based off of the evidence. Nine of Cups in the reverse, your feelings and your emotions may be lying to you. Maybe telling you that something is going to be harder or that there's a lot more doubt or fear that comes into the equation. Look at your proven track record of success. Do not allow your ego or your emotions to dictate your actions. Okay, it is time to take action. And if you're waiting to feel like you're ready, or if you're waiting to have a certain kind of feeling or emotion, Spirit is saying, Pisces, there's no need for that. Queen of Swords, you already have the answers, and there is a need to implement. There is a need to apply what it is that you already know. Yeah. Queen of Swords and King of Wands. It's time for action. It's time to do. Queen of Swords, a thought leader, unbiased decision-making, an excellent communicator, wise and logical counsel, integrity and honesty, being perceptive, intelligent, being direct, seeking truth. Highly astute, intellectual, and honest, she watches calmly over her kingdom. Her wisdom is framed in truth and proof, and she avoids the gossip or fluff that others may want to hear. She asks you to be honest in your relationships, direct in your speech, and witty if you want to be. But above all, to bring your clear-headedness, unbiased reasoning to the table. Sometimes this communication style can come across as cold or cutting. So if you're having trouble communicating something that is difficult for another person to hear, know that you can always dip your toe into a cup of empathy and compassion to help with your delivery. Sharp analysis and careful consideration are always intelligent moves, as is being able to clearly connect with others in a way that is easily accepted and understood. A clear heart and a clear mind will allow you to speak your truth always. Affirmation is, I speak with wisdom and clarity. Something here about embodying the Queen of Swords energy, and that's going to help facilitate this process. Instead of being in your emotions, whether it's your Queen of Cups or King of Cups energy, you're being advised to enter the Queen of Swords. In some way, somehow, this mindset shift or this energetic shift is going to unlock something for you. It's almost like you've been using the wrong energy or the wrong approach to get something done. And this is why Spirit wants you to break the cycle. Break the pattern, have emotional discipline, and take control. It is time to take your power back. If some of you Pisces have been giving to other people or over giving to situations, there's something here about not letting your energy leak, not letting your energy be pulled in too many different directions or to be distracted, because it's going to drain your life force. So Queen of Swords, it's time to reel it in. It's time to lock that cup. Your emotional discipline is going to lead you into great success. 10 of Pentacles, spiritual and material abundance, community, generosity, wealth, and prosperity, building a legacy. Oh baby, this is a big one. All the love, abundance, and joy that you can muster in your heart, it's coming your way, and it's coming fast. It's time to prepare for its inevitable arrival and to commit to long-term success. This energy is so big, in fact, you should be prepared to spread some of it around generously. Bring an abundance of positive energy into your life and watch everything shift. Expect the arrival of success, happiness, and an upbeat, loving community as avenues widen and the right connections click into place. Remember that perceptions change. You are one small move away from seeing the bigger picture and unearthing a legacy of pentacles that is already yours. You deserve the success and love. Taste the pleasures of life and embody a state of consciousness that says, yes, I am worthy of all the success. Your affirmation is, I am successful and I share my wealth with those I love. Pisces, you are being prepared to receive a massive blessing, and this is why There's some kind of emotional discipline that Spirit wants you to implement before you receive this blessing. So off the market, you're not available for BS or any games. You have pulled your energy away from situations or people that were draining you. And with fragile ego, you are understanding that it's not your fault that other people are triggered by your light. You are understanding that this doesn't mean that you should hide your light or water it down. You shouldn't have to tippy-toe around other people's fragile egos in order not to trigger them. This is about you fully embodying your power without apologizing, without doubting or hesitating. A lot of people from your past trying to come back into your life. And this is why we have break the pattern. Spirit doesn't want you to get caught up. If you already had to cut someone off, let them go. Holy Spirit, clarify stealth mode. What do you want Pisces to know about stealth mode? Okay, 5 of Wands, the Devil, and the 9 of Cups in the upright. Pisces, this is crazy because this is coming in as a protection energy. With stealth mode, you're being advised to keep things to yourself. Why? 5 of Wands and the Devil energy. I'm getting full body chills right now. There's a lot of people that are very competitive with you, and I keep hearing the word comparisonitis, okay? A lot of people trying to compare themselves to you, a lot of people trying to steal your ideas, and with the Devil energy here, some people feel like they've lost some kind of access or control. They don't have any way to connect to your energy, as you can see here. This person is in ties, and what I'm getting, Pisces, is you not giving people the information, or you not sharing your energy, or you revoking access has a lot of people trying to fight their way back in. And I'm getting here the energy of assumptions. What people don't know about you, they're assuming. So there's a lot of misinformation about you. There's a lot of triggers, a lot of assumptions. Some people here are desperate to know what it is that you're up to, and they've lost access. And the Devil talks about addictions. It talks about toxicity. It talks about chains and feeling bound to something or to someone. So some people here feel like they're bound to your energy. The more they think about you or the more they obsess, it's almost like they're doing this to themselves. Okay, 9 of Cups. This is what you're protecting. So with stealth mode, by you keeping quiet, by you keeping things to yourself, you are protecting your 9 of Cups. You're protecting your wish fulfillment, which is what other people want. So protect your blessings, Pisces. Do not allow someone to take something that is meant for you. You have to fight for what's yours. Devil energy in the 5 of Wands. We have Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. 1 + 5 is 6. Some people here are jealous of the balance that you've been able to attain, and they want to know how you got there. Again, you are protecting the 9 of Cups. You're protecting the treasure. You're protecting this wish fulfillment. And this is why you need to keep some things to yourself. You need to move in silence. Clarify this 5 of Wands. What do you want Pisces to know about this 5 of Wands? Okay, travel, clarity, and wake up. Some of you Pisces, you may be advised to move around, whether it's energetically, spiritually, or physically. There's something here about shifting the environment to change the energy. As you shift your environment, you gain some kind of clarity. The answers come in. So there is a need for some kind of movement, whether this is physical, mental, spiritual, or energetic. Travel talks about some kind of movement, some kind of shift. This is going to bring clarity and answers, and is going to create some kind of a wake-up call in your life. I'm getting this is a good wake-up call. This is going to show up as a confirmation in your life. If you are doubting someone's loyalty, or if you are doubting a person in your life, whether they were meant for you or whether they were supportive of you, with Wake Up, you're going to realize someone's true intentions. But it takes some kind of shifting. It takes some kind of movement. This can be physical, spiritual, emotional, or energetic. But by moving around or shifting things, you're going to get the clarity that you need. And I'm hearing wake-up call, okay? Some of you Pisces have people around you that are not meant for you. They're not meant to stay. Give me a few more messages for the Devil energy. What do you want Pisces to know? Dreams do come true. This is why you need to protect the 9 of Cups. This is the card of dreams becoming a reality. This is the card of wish fulfillment. People wouldn't be coming back for more, or people wouldn't be nosy or making assumptions if you didn't have something to protect. But there is a need to wake up, because some of you Pisces have faced delays for having the wrong kinds of people around you. People that would take what is yours, or people that would try to finesse you out of your blessings or deceive you out of what's yours. Okay, this is why you need to create some distance so that you can see things clearly. Someone here, I'm hearing the word attachment. Someone here wants to be very close or very attached to your energy so that you can't see the truth. Yeah, because the Devil and the Lovers in the original tarot deck, they're shown as people who are bound in chains. So someone wants to merge with you. Someone wants to connect their energy to yours, but it's not in your highest benefit. Okay, these people don't mean you well. This is why you're meant to keep quiet. You're meant to protect something. Clarify wake up. What do you want Pisces to know about wake up? Please clarify. 10 of Cups. Pisces, some of you have been settling in terms of friendships, relationships, connections, family dynamics, because the 10 of Cups talks about emotional fulfillment. It talks about harmony in relationships, to where some of you Pisces have allowed the wrong kinds of people around you. Some of you may have thought that you could help them, that you could heal them, but Spirit is saying have emotional discipline and break the pattern. Because if you continue to allow these people into your life, it's almost like you're connecting yourself to their karma. And if these are people that have toxic tendencies or have addictive personalities or obsessive disorders, this is going to affect your energy. So in order for you to stay high vibrational and happy and have your wish fulfillment, there is a need to cut ties, either with some people, some environments, or bad habits. Because it's saying here, wake up. You're about to receive some kind of clarity, but you're meant to take action on this clarity. Someone doesn't want to see you happy, and this is why you need to be silent. This is why you need to keep to yourself. I keep hearing the word attachment. If this is someone from your past, as you can see here, there's ties, there's cords. Some of you Pisces, you may need to do a cord cutting meditation. Some of you may have already done this, but you may need to do another one, because someone is trying to attach to your energy, and you may feel this person around you. Whether it's in your thoughts, in your dreams, you may feel their vibe. They can't feel yours because there's some kind of a gray wall, but you can feel them sending energy to you, is what I'm getting here. This is why it's coming in as a wake-up call. Do not allow your energy to be drained by the wrong kinds of people, because you have a drain fulfillment coming in. Of Cups, 10 of Cups. In order to get here, you had to go through many other levels. You had to go through many challenges. You can't allow someone to just come in and take your blessings, is what I'm getting here. Something here about cutting cords, cutting ties, and not allowing these energies around you, because again, the Devil energy will drain. It does create attachments. It does create toxicity, obsession, addictions. It is a lower vibrational energy. It's very earthly, whereas you find yourself in a very high vibration. So anything that can bring you down, anything that can affect your vibe, it is time to be emotionally disciplined and cut it off. Whether you have to cut someone off or a bad habit or a situation, it's time to break the pattern, because you are being blessed, but there is a need to be able to hold the blessing and to keep the blessing and not just give it away or self-sabotage it. 9 of Cups. The universe is gifting you your desire, choosing joy, manifested dreams, gratitude, and abundance. This is a card of abundance and happiness, and is often fittingly called the wish card. What have you been wishing for? Allow yourself to experience how fulfilling this journey can be, and fill your life with all the laughter and bliss needed to spur you into the next phase of your happiness. Take stock of all the feelings that are surfacing, and remember to practice gratitude for the manifestation of your dreams. The appearance of this card on your spread is an auspicious message of prosperity, harmony, and getting what you desire. What you've been working towards is coming to you. So enjoy life's pleasures and sink into the awe and wonder of a joyous heart. Your affirmation is, I open my grateful heart to the gifts that are coming my way. With this 9 of Cups card, I'm getting full body chills because we're also in month number 9. This blessing, this wish fulfillment is coming in this month. And this is why there is a need for protection. There is a need to keep quiet because you have a lot of energies around you, Pisces. There's people watching, there's people stalking. Pisces, move in silence, stealth mode. It is required in order to protect your blessings. And now with the 10 of Pentacles, the energy is solidifying. You are bringing a manifestation from the 5D into the 3D. From the energetic spiritual realm into the physical realm where you can touch it, feel it, grab it. So 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, you have a big shift coming into your relationships and into your friendships where your relationships are going to be a lot more harmonious and fulfilling. Whereas in the past, they were a lot more competitive and jealous and reactive or triggered. Now you have some kind of merging here. But there's a need to protect what is yours because there's a lot of people on the sidelines watching. And with fragile ego, it's almost like they may want to humble you. They may want to assert themselves because they feel so small or because they feel so insecure. This is why you can't trust people that have fragile egos because they're going to try to find a way to throw you under the bus or to, again, assert themselves over you, seeing everything as a power play. Everything is a game, and it's exhausting to live like that. So 10 of Cups and 9 of Cups. There is a need to remain peaceful and aware and to not allow these energies to affect you. What pattern is Pisces being guided to break? What pattern is Pisces being guided to break? Okay, Emperor in the reverse, King of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Cups in the reverse, and Queen of Swords in the upright. So the pattern that you're being guided to break, Pisces, is some kind of need to control outcomes. Because the Emperor in the reverse, there's some kind of controlling energy that is trying to predict everything. And the King of Pentacles in the reverse, it is causing you to become more rigid or less flexible. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Not seeing the offers or the opportunities in front of you. Okay, Queen of Swords. This is why this energy keeps showing up. There's something here about not doing things from a place of emotion, not making decisions from a place of past triggers, but using the evidence, using the proof, using the facts and the truth to make decisions from a place of clarity, because there is a need here to control. And because of this need to control, there's less flexibility and there's a very rigid energy. King of Pentacles in the reverse can be very set in his own ways, very stubborn, very rigid. And because of that, you're not seeing opportunities around you. So there is a need to shift this energy, break the pattern of trying to control outcomes, and allow your mind to guide you. You have what it takes, Pisces. You have the intellect, you have the knowledge, but there's something here getting in the way. Either a belief, a way of doing things, a routine. Something here needs to be more flexible, and it's very, very rigid. There's a need here to break free from this rigidness because it is causing some kind of restriction here. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Give me a few more messages for break the pattern. What do you want Pisces to know about break the pattern? Okay, I miss you. For some of you Pisces, there is a need to break the pattern of sending energy to past people or sending energy to past events or even reminiscing on the past. It's normal, Pisces, for things to come up or for energies that were so familiar to us to create some kind of craving, even if it wasn't in your highest good. There's something here about a feeling of familiarity, going back to something or going back to someone because of the feeling. So Spirit wants you to break this pattern and to start investing that energy into the future. Instead of sending that energy, whether you're thinking about something, whether you're remembering someone, to stop adding energy to those past timelines and to start feeding that energy into the future, okay? Letting go of the past. And we have paid. For some of you Pisces, there is a new and better way to increase abundance in your life. And in order to increase abundance, there is a need to be more adaptable and to flow with the changes. To flow like water instead of being so rigid or so controlling. Okay, so this is a pattern that some of you are being called to break. Emperor in the reverse, a desire for control. defensiveness, being stubborn. It says here, the Emperor's message is one of ambitions met and success found, often seen as the card of the divine masculine. The Emperor brings forth a desire to build a better world, one brick at a time. Use your mind as well as your heart, and rise to power as you lead your own evolution. While becoming your own emperor means infinite possibilities for your success, it also means addressing any issues you harbor around authority and control. In willpower, you need to work your magic within the confines of establishment, but remember that the organizing principles of societies are fluid over time. Remain flexible and keenly aware of your own energetic boundaries and motives. This is the second time that the word fluid and flexible comes into the reading. And again, this is highlighting the King of Pentacles energy in the reverse and the Emperor in the reverse. These are both representing the same energy. You're going to get more from flow than from being rigid or stubborn. Some of you Pisces, it may not be your nature to be stubborn or rigid or to stick to a set of rules, but you may have a subconscious belief that you need to do it in a specific way for it to work. And Spirit is saying, Pisces, it is time to uproot that belief, because you're going to get more out of being flexible, fluid, and adaptable than being rigid and trying to seek some kind of control over the things that you can't control. Okay, so Emperor in the reverse. Find opportunities to be of service to others as you build your empire. Step into this fiery energy of success and rise, sweet light seer. Embody confident, compassionate leadership and exercise your sovereignty over your own reality. The world is yours. Your affirmation is, I lead the circumstances in my world with confidence, harmony, and generosity. So yes, Emperor energy in the reverse and King of Pentacles in the reverse, these are very similar. So paid and I miss you. There's a need to shift your energy from the past into the future. So if you have memories coming up or feelings or things that make you feel connected to your past, instead of giving that your energy, start shifting your energy from that past version of self into the future. And you're going to see a very big shift. Spirit, clarify dominate. What do you want Pisces to know about dominate? Okay, Nine of Swords. Some of you Pisces, you need to dominate your mind. You need to dominate your thoughts. Allow your thoughts to create a spiral, because the Nine of Swords talks about anxieties, PTSD, restlessness, negative thoughts, and nightmares. Some of you Pisces, this message is coming in for you to dominate your thoughts, for you to dominate your mind, to not allow your mind to run rampant. Okay, Nine of Swords showing up with all these birds. And this talks about all the mental noise, all of your thoughts. You see how many black birds there is compared to the white birds? There's only one white bird and all the black birds. This represents negative thoughts and this represents positive thoughts. So there is a need to bring some kind of balance. Yeah, dominate your mind, dominate your thoughts, get your mind to work in your favor. Do not allow it to run rampant or to create a spiral. We have the Three of Wands. Pisces, you are in preparation mode. I don't know for who this message is for, but this message has been coming up. The Three of Wands, your ships are coming in. And as you can see here, you've already crossed the portal. Each one on each side is creating a portal. You've already walked through the portal. And now you're ready for the next phase. You are ready for the next steps. For some of you Pisces, to get to this point has taken a lot of work. And you finally balance your mind, body, and spirit, or your mind, body, and soul. This is number 3. You've come into a divine alignment. This is the Holy Trinity. And this is why Spirit is saying, Pisces, it is time to dominate your mind and your thoughts, because you have bigger and better things coming in. And if you can't gain control over your mind and your thoughts, you can sabotage yourself out of blessings. So Three of Wands, you are in preparation mode. Nine of Swords, do not believe every thought that you have, because it says here dominate, and the Nine of Swords is clarifying dominate. What you have to gain power or control over, or what you have to dominate, is your mind, is your thoughts. Because this Nine of Swords, Pisces, I'm getting this as illusions. Your mind may be making something bigger than it has to be, or maybe, yeah, it may be creating problems, or it may be viewing things from a negative bias. Again, look at all the black birds compared to the only white bird. There's more negative thoughts than positive. And this is what you're having to dominate. This is what you're having to get control over. Nine of Swords, nightmares, worry, feelings of desperation or anxiety. insomnia, fear, an opportunity to find courage, a time to focus on safety and the things that are going well in your life. What's keeping you up at night, sweet seer? This card suggests a time in your life when negative thoughts are gaining momentum and when you may find yourself expending too much energy worrying about the future. Perception is everything, so don't allow negative self-talk to trip you up. The pessimistic mindset spirals wildly out of control. It can lead to anxiety, stress, or depression, even when your thoughts carry no truth. Exactly, it goes back to that message. Do not believe every thought that you have. And this is what you're having to gain control over. You are being prepared for something, but there is a need to get control over your mind or over your thoughts. This message may not resonate for all of you, but whoever is going through this Nine of Swords, Spirit wants you to know that it's coming from a negative bias. So what your mind may be telling you, what your thoughts, it may not be real, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, there's a need, Pisces, to look at the bright side, to think about the positive things, to offset this energy. When your thoughts carry no truth, are you imagining the worst instead of activating the best? Flip your perspective and send nurturing, loving thoughts to your situation to overcome any disturbing thoughts. I'm getting a message here from Spirit that the action that you can take to offset this energy is to think 3 positive thoughts for every negative one. You reframe it and you replace it with a positive thought. Because this energy, Pisces, can gain momentum and create a problem out of nothing. Okay, as you can see here, there's a lot of mental noise, but there is no truth to this energy. You've arrived to divine timing, but there is a need to gain control over the mind. Look to the light in your situation and notice that even the tiniest window of brightness can keep fear at bay. Use your light to expose the illusions and allow worries to dissipate and soften as your bad dreams are illuminated for what they really are. Your affirmation is, I see my fears as the illusions that they are. Master your mind is what I'm getting here. That's what you're needing to dominate in order for the 3 of Wands to come in. Holy Spirit, clarify the 3 of Wands for Pisces. We're going to move this reading over to the extended, but I want to know what this is. What is this 3 of Wands for Pisces? 6 of Pentacles. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. This is 3 of Wands for Pisces. This is 3 of Wands for Pisces. The Fool in the reverse. You may not feel ready, but you are ready. And Spirit wants you to know that you hesitating or you doubting something may be a result of this 9 of Swords. Again, being ready, being overly qualified, but maybe your mind telling you you're not. You need to learn more. You need to study more. You need to think about all the risks. That's what the 9 of Swords does. This is why Spirit wants you to master your mind before this blessing comes in so that you don't overthink or you don't self-sabotage. Tell me more. What is this 3 of Wands for Pisces? What do you want Pisces to know about this 3 of Wands? The World in the reverse. It's almost like a transition here. Something here is in the works. The old shoe no longer fits, but you haven't fit into the new shoe. There's some kind of transitional process. So the World in the reverse, something is still in the works here. We have 2 major arcanas in the reverse and the 6 of Pentacles. This is how you fully close out a cycle. You bring balance in, groundedness. Because the World in the upright is a very positive card. But in the reverse, something here is still being worked through. Something here is still in a process. And as you can see here, it's card number 21. 2 plus 1 is 3. Mind, body, and spirit. You've achieved some kind of alignment, and this is why the blessings are coming in. This is going to happen very, very fast because some of you have already mastered your mind and your thoughts. For others of you, you are still working on mastering your mind and your thoughts. And as soon as you bring this balance in with the 6 of Pentacles, the world comes back into the upright. And this is when the cycle fully closes and the new one begins. Yeah, World in the reverse, Fool in the reverse. You are ready, but your mind is telling you that you're not. Yeah, do not believe your mind. Do not believe every thought that you have. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Give me a few more messages for the 3 of Wands. What do you want Pisces to know about this 3 of Wands? Psychic powers and reverse manipulation. Pisces, for some of you, you may need to manipulate your thoughts. You may need to manipulate your mind in a positive way. Because I'm getting here that there's more negativity than positivity. in this energy. This is why it creates a spiral, because one negative thought leads to another negative thought, and before you know it, there's all this momentum that creates a spiral. And some people can go on an upward spiral, other people go on a downward spiral if it's negative. So Spirit wants you to use reverse manipulation on your thoughts, on your mind. Question your thoughts and replace them with positive thoughts, because your psychic powers are being upgraded, and because of this, you may feel a lot more sensitive. You may be more sensitive to energy shifts or energy changes. You may be a lot more aware of your surroundings. And I keep hearing the word sensitivity. In order to offset the negative thoughts, there is a need to manipulate your own thoughts or manipulate your own mind in a positive way. Yeah, reverse manipulation, psychic powers. Pisces, I'm gonna head over to Patreon for the extended. In the extended, we're gonna look into this Three of Wands. We're gonna dive deeper. What is coming into your life and what are you being advised to do? What is it that you don't see coming? And finally, Spirit's final guidance and advice. For the ones of you that do resonate, the link is down below for the extended. It gives you access to all the extended readings and readings that are not available on YouTube. Blessings, Pisces. Take care.